Thank you for volunteering your time to review program proposals for ACPA20 in Nashville, Tennessee.
We would like to begin this reviewer training with a land acknowledgement. ACPA, College Student Educators International, is leading comprehensive student affairs association that advances higher education and engages students for a lifetime of learning and discovery. Although serving an international audience, our membership is primarily from the United States, and our offices are headquartered in Washington, D.C. at the National Center for Higher Education. Related to our mission of supporting and fostering learning through the generation and dissemination of knowledge, ACPA acknowledges the painful history of genocide in the United States for Native, Aboriginal, and Indigenous peoples. We honor and respect the many and diverse tribal nations and peoples who were forcefully removed from, as well as those still connected to the land. We particularly acknowledge and recognize that the land upon which our international headquarters is located today has long served as a site of meeting and exchange amongst a number of indigenous people, including the Achahunik, the Pamukkemuk, Piscataway, Anahunakasit, Mattapanai Init, Nengamic, Pamunkey, the Tawahinanit, the Nanotihug, Chickahominy, Monacan, Mattapanai, Nesman, Rappahannock, the Anahiastohikani, Unahai, and the Assahunikti tribal nations as the original occupants of the Washington, D.C. region. ACPA strongly advocates for higher education and student affairs professionals to honor the land, the original tribal occupants, and the history of the place where you are located. Further, we have a responsibility to continually self-educate, reflect, and listen to the histories and the people in our areas, including the tribal land acknowledgements and practice, and understand and acknowledging history as not only respectful and educational, it is the justice-oriented advocacy necessary for continuing the work of dismantling devastating effects of settler colonialism in our society. It is important that we acknowledge this history and maintain this consciousness as we review and select program for the ACPA 20.
Each year, we receive hundreds of submissions, and the selection process of proposals addressing the array of topics and competency areas in student affairs and higher education would not be possible without the time and dedication of volunteer reviewers such as yourself. Serving as a program proposal reviewer is an excellent professional development opportunity, as well as an opportunity to give back to the profession. Part of your responsibility as a reviewer is to support the collective growth and development of our colleagues in the field. Reviewers evaluate program proposals for ACPA 20 and provide constructive feedback to the coordinating presenter. This feedback can support our colleagues' growth by strengthening the programs that are accepted and providing suggestions for future improvement for programs that are not selected. Your feedback has the potential to shape our work for the upcoming convention and beyond. Whether this is your first time evaluating program proposals, or if you have volunteered to do so for previous conventions, this session will provide you with information about your role as a reviewer, how to use the rubric to provide feedback, and how to log into the reviewing platform, eShow.
Program proposals are matched with reviewers based on competency areas and programming topics indicated on the program proposal and the reviewer application. If you are assigned to any program proposals you believe you do not have the knowledge or experience to evaluate, or if you identify any conflict of interest, please notify the program team by email at conventionprograms@acpa.nche.edu so the program can be reassigned. Program reviewers are asked to have intermediate or advanced skill level in accordance with the ACPA NASPA competencies for the proposals they are reviewing. Remember, you do not need to have a full understanding of a topic to review or provide meaningful feedback to a proposal. Sometimes a different perspective can be helpful, but reflect and maintain an awareness of your strengths and limitations as a reviewer. Further, while coordinating presenters are asked to remove identifying information from their proposal, it is possible you may be assigned a proposal and can identify the presenters based on the information shared. If you receive a program proposal and you feel you are uncomfortable with the topic or too close to the presenters, the program team can reassign the program to another reviewer.
Everyone has a different focus area when reviewing a proposal based on their own experiences, professional level, and other qualities like background knowledge. As a reviewer, you are asked to use the reviewer rubric when evaluating proposals that you review. Rubrics make assessing proposals efficient, consistent, and as objective as possible. The reviewer rubric helps standardize the evaluation process by providing presenters and reviewers with a clear understanding of what is expected. Reviewers will use the rubric to evaluate their proposal on specific criteria. Reviewers can elaborate on their scoring according to the rubric by using the provided text boxes for additional comments. Also, in an effort to support thoughtful and quality review of program proposals, each program proposal is assigned to and evaluated by a total of 3 reviewers. The scores that you give a program proposal will be averaged with the scores from the other reviewers. There are 6 different program types at ACPA20. All program proposals are evaluated on a shared set of 7 criteria, which are learning outcomes. The proposal provides specific learning outcomes clearly connected to the session. Relevance. The proposal explains what the topic matters to higher education, student affairs, and/or college students. Framework. The proposal is grounded in relevant literature and makes clear connections between literature, session content, and aligns with ACPA's equity and inclusion statement. Engagement. The proposal explains the methods used to actively engage participants and is informed by principles of universal design. Knowledge synthesis and application. The proposal explains the methods to promote participants' synthesis and application of knowledge. Sequence. The order of topics/activities is articulated and clearly explained. Time allotment. The proposal includes a clear, realistic, and commensurate, e.g., not too much or too little, allotment of time for each topic/activity. There are also 2 additional criteria that apply to research papers, research posters, and practice posters. The additional criteria will only appear when reviewing these specific types of proposals. These criteria are research or practice methods. Proposal provides a clear overview of the methods, techniques, or modes of inquiry, including data sources, evidence, materials, etc. Findings/results and implications. The proposal provides an overview of the research, findings/results, and the implications for practice, research, and/or policy. All review criteria are given a score of 0 to 3. The benefit of such a scale is that it is quick and efficient. However, as with most like-art scales, there is little room for subtlety. This is where you, as a reviewer, exercise your judgment in accordance with the reviewer rubric on how well each proposal meets the criteria upon which it is being evaluated. The samples in the next 2 slides demonstrate the differentiation between each score based on the reviewer rubric and provides you with some concrete definitions of what each score may represent. For the review criteria of relevance, you will rank the proposal from 0 to 3. For this particular review criteria, a 3 indicates the program proposal includes a direct explanation of the session's relevance to higher education, student affairs, and/or college students, articulates its relevance within a specific functional area or across functional areas, and articulates its relevance to a diverse range of positionalities, including social group memberships. By contrast, a 1 indicates the program proposal alludes to the field of higher education, but does not make any specific connections between the session and higher education, student affairs, and/or college students. For the review criteria of framework, you will also indicate 0 through 3. In this case, a 2 would indicate that the program proposal includes a review of available knowledge with clear relevance to the session topic and establishes clear connections between the framework presented and some components of the outline of session presentation, but does not explain the relationship between the literature and does not align with ACPA's equity and inclusion statement. On the other hand, in this particular case, a 0 would be that the program proposal does not include a review of the literature, or the review provided is not relevant to the proposal. Each of the 9 criteria will have a similar Likert scale from 0 to 3, with corresponding descriptions for each score. At the center of our work is our commitment to equity and inclusion. As noted in our Equity and Inclusion Statement, ACPA, College Student Educators International, actively promotes and recognizes principles of fairness, equity, and social justice in relation to and across intersections of race, age, color, disability, faith, religion, ancestry, national origin, citizenship, sex, sexual orientation, social class, economic class, ethnicity, gender identity, gender expression, and all other identities represented among our diverse membership. By appreciating the importance of inclusion, we acknowledge that the collective and individual talents, skills, and perspective of members, constituent groups, and partners foster a culture of belonging, collaborative practice, innovation, and mutual respect. ACPA seeks to empower and engage professionals, scholars, and partners in actions that productively contribute to accomplishing the goals of our association. As a reviewer, it is important to keep this commitment as you review your assigned programs. To coordinate the proposal review process, we will use eShow. eShow is an event management solution that ACPA20 is using to assign program proposals to reviewers and for reviewers to submit their evaluations. In order to access your assigned submissions and submit your responses, you must log into the Reviewer Service Center in eShow. Please contact the program team with any accessibility needs to receive access to proposal reviews in a different format. To log into the ACPA20 Reviewer Service Center, you can follow the link in the email notification you will receive when proposals are assigned. You may also go to the direct link on this slide or access the site through the ACPA convention at convention.myacpa.org. Put your cursor over Education on the menu bar, then select Program Reviewer from the drop-down menu. You will find the direct link to the ACPA Reviewer Service Center on this page. To sign into the Reviewer Service Center, you will enter the email you provided on your reviewer application and your password. Your password will be provided to you in the notification email you will receive when proposals are assigned. If you change your password, you will enter the password you created to log in. If you forget your password, select the Forgot Password link for assistance with resetting your password. After logging in, the next page is information about the reviewer process. At the bottom of the page, select the Please click here to begin reviewing proposals. On the Review Form page, you will have a list of all the proposals you are assigned to review at the bottom. To begin reviewing a specific proposal, select Review next to the title under the Task column. A pop-up window containing all the information submitted with a proposal will come up. You may review the proposal. Below the content is the ACPA Session Reviewer form. Here, you must select the appropriate educational session type. So, for example, if you're reviewing a research or practice poster, you would select that from this menu to ensure that you get the rubric appropriate for research and practice posters. After you select the session type, the relevant criteria on the rubric becomes activated for your feedback. Each criterion corresponds with a reviewer rubric and requires a rating number on a scale of 0 to 3. Reviewers may leave comments to clarify their rating. This is an opportunity to provide constructive and objective feedback for the coordinating presenter. Sharing recommendations for what to consider in future proposals is also very helpful.
And that it directly relates to the program proposal content, and the reviewer maintains an awareness of their own competency within the given topic area. Remember, one of your goals is to provide meaningful feedback, as it can help those who did not get selected in strengthening their submissions for a future convention, while also helping those who are accepted into strengthening their sessions for this year. The program proposal. There is a text box for you to offer your overall thoughts related to the evaluation of the proposal and the final recommendation. A response to this text box is required to provide summary feedback to the program team and the coordinating presenter. Perhaps a program proposal you review receives a high score according to the rubric, but you have concerns about inclusivity or the proposal for an experiential session does not include an interactive or skill building component to justify the 75-minute session and would be better as a 60-minute general convention program. These are things that you can describe in more detail using this final summary. Please note that after the review process is complete and the program team has made final determinations on the status of the proposal, presenters will be notified of their proposal status of accept, waitlist, or decline, and will also receive the comments from the reviewers provided in the text boxes of the reviewer forum. After you complete your review, you must select Save, and then you can close the window. Should you need to return to your review and make edits or complete it, you may do so by selecting the date hyperlink next to the title under the Task column. Ensure you scroll to the bottom and select Save to retain any changes you've made. All reviews must be completed by September 20th, 2019. For additional resources to prepare you for your role as a reviewer, please visit the ACPA20 Reviewers Resources linked on the ACPA20 Convention website, including ACPA's Equity and Inclusion Statement, ACPA's Strategic Imperative for Racial Justice and Decolonization, information about the principles of universal design, and the ACPA NASPA Professional Competency Areas for Student Affairs Educators. Thank you for your time and dedication to serving the ACPA community as a program reviewer. ACPA 20 will be a success because of the efforts of volunteers like yourself. A PDF of this presentation is available on the convention website under the Program Reviewer Resources. If you have any questions about the review process, please email us at conventionprograms@acpa.nche.edu.